children, welcome to the online classes. So, now today we are going to start with a new topic. Where do you live, children? If I ask you where do you live, what you will say? You live in so and so place. Okay, we live in here, we live in Hyderabad, we live in Secunderabad, we live in whatever the places like Goinpalli, like here Karnataka or some place. Okay, some places Secunderabad or there or Balnagar or even any some places, name of the places you will say. But in that area, where do you live? We live in our houses, no? We live in our house. So, like, do our houses look same? Do our houses look same? There are different houses, no? Like some will have their own houses, some will be in the rented buildings, some will be in the buildings, some will be in the normal only first one story building, some will have double story building, some will live in the apartments. So there are different, and we will see different types of houses also. Like the poor people. Poor people, do they have buildings and houses like us? No, they do not have. So where do they live? They live in the huts. How do huts look like? Let's huts, you see how they will be. This is a very easy drawing of the house. No? So huts are made of, like here they will put some dried grass. Okay. So huts, in the huts they will live. And we have even discussed in other subjects like people will live in, you might have seen house on boats. People in some areas they will live in house on boat. It is a boat only, but in that boat they will construct a house and they will live in that house. This is house on boat which they can travel wherever they want to go. They will go in the water and they will sleep, do all the things in the house in that boat itself. And if we go somewhere or tent house, there will be a tent house, no? Tents. In the tent house also they will live. House on wheels. House on wheels will be, so different types of houses will be there. So people according to their, and even we have discussed about some igloos, ice. Igloos will be there, no? This is made of ice balls. And from here they will enter. Okay. And how it will be? These are igloos. So these are different types of houses. So today our topic is different houses. Different houses. Different houses. So let us discuss about the different houses. Page number 54. Page 54 open. Let us discuss about the different houses. So what is there on page 54? See, one house, it is saying welcome, and see, and in this lesson what we are going to discuss, types of houses, roofs, a good house, special houses, people who build a house. So all these points we are going to discuss in this particular lesson. So let us see. We all need a house to live in. A house protects us from heat, cold, rain, thieves and animals. We keep our things safe in our house. Our house gives us comfort. So, we all need a house. Yes or no? We all need a house. Why? To live in. We can't live on a road, no? Can we sit on the road? Can we sleep on the road? Can we eat on the road? No, we can't. So we need some shelter. So why do we need a shelter? To protect us. From what? From what we have to protect ourselves? we have to protect, like we are now, I am under a roof. Because of this roof, I am not exposed to the sun. It is a hot sun outside. Because the summer is going to start, it became hot now. I can't stand outside on the roads and give you a lesson now. And you can't sit on the roads and watch my class. Okay, then we can't sit under the heat. So to protect us from the heat, we need a house. Then in the same way, if it is in a winter season, it is very cool outside. But if we are inside the house, it will, even though it is in the house also, we will feel cool, but it will be warmer than the outside. Outside it will be more cool. But if we are in the house, it will be somewhat warm. Then rain. If there is a rainy season, if the rain will fall, then we will become wet now. If we are under the rain, then house will protect us to be dry. And thieves. If we are inside the house, what we will do? We will lock the door from inside and we will go for a sleep. If we are on the roads, there is a possibility of thieves coming and snatching away our things. And animals. With the small animals, it's okay. But if big animals, or even if the dogs on the street, if we sleep on the road, there is a possibility of dogs coming and biting us, no? Dogs, big rats, then many different types of insects. Mosquitoes, if we are on the roads, mosquitoes will bite. But if we are inside the house, we will put the mosquito repellents or others. Or if we close the door, then the mosquitoes will not enter into the house. Okay, so house will protect us from the heat, cold, rain, thieves, and animals. We leave house to live in and to protect ourselves from heat, cold, rain, animals, and thieves. We keep our things safe in our house. Our house gives us comfort. So what all the things we have, like our clothes, our accessories, our ornaments, whatever the important things like your books, everything, files, documents, our whatever the like TV, refrigerator, washing machine, all that things we keep in our house and we will lead a comfortable life. Okay. The house where we live with our family is called our home. Whatever the house which we live in, do we call it as our house? No, we call it as a home. Types of houses. People live in different types of houses. The two main types of houses are temporary house and the permanent house. So people live in different types of houses according to their living or according to the amount which the money which they earn. So how much amount they can spend for the house, according to that they will live in the houses. So there are two different types of houses. What are that? Temporary and permanent. Permanent are like our houses like which we build with the bricks, concrete, cement, that are permanent houses. And see these temporary houses are only for some particular period of time. It will not be very strong. So whenever we want, we can just remove it and put it on another place. So temporary houses. Temporary houses last for a short time. They are not strong. They are only for some particular period of time and they are not very strong because they will not use cement, concrete, all that bricks, all that things. So they are it is only for a short period of time. They are not very strong. If there is a heavy rainfall, they can wash away. Okay. Then huts. Huts are temporary houses. They are made of mud, straw and bamboos. We see huts in villages. So huts are temporary houses. So these huts, how the huts will be made? They are made of mud, straw like dry grass and bamboo sticks. We see huts in the villages. In villages only we see the huts mainly. And permanent houses. Permanent houses last long. So in cities most of the houses will be permanent houses only. They will be built years, 10 years ago. So they are very durable. Once we build the house, we need not build it. Need not break it and build it again and again. Once if we build, it will be there for 10 years, 20 years. Permanent houses last long. They are very strong. Bungalows and buildings are permanent houses. They are made of bricks, cement, steel and glass. So all these materials, bricks, cement, steel, glass, all these materials they will use to build the houses, like see, flats, build bungalows, buildings, multi-story buildings. So in these type of houses only we are living now in the cities. A multi-storied building has some independent houses called flats. So I hope you all know all about the flats, because most of us will live in the flats, in the apartments or buildings. Okay. Some multi-storied buildings are very high. They are called skyscrapers. The multi-storied buildings which are very high, which will look like they are touching the sky. So we call them as skyscrapers. We can see permanent houses in towns and cities. In mostly towns and cities only we will find the permanent houses. In villages we will have mostly the temporary houses. In cities we find the permanent houses like bungalows, multi-storied buildings, flats, skyscrapers and roofs. See, houses have different types of roofs. In the plains, houses have flat roofs. They are made of concrete or asbestos sheet. In hilly areas, houses have sloping roofs. Such as roofs allow snow and rainwater to fall off easily. So, in constructing of the buildings also, they have to keep something in the mind. So, how? See, in the plains, the areas where there is no heavy rainfall or no snowfall, so the roofs are flat. In areas like here only, how our roofs will be? They will be flat. It will be flat because they are made of concrete or asbestos sheet. It will be flat. But in hilly areas and houses on sloping roofs. In hilly areas, houses have sloping roofs. Why? Because in hilly areas there is lot of rainfall and snowfall. When the snowfall and rainfall will be there, if it is a sloping roof, whenever the rain is falling or snow is falling, it will be going down. It will not stop here. If it is a flat roof, it will stop on our house itself. It will stop. Maybe it will go from the block we will allow, but it will make the building, the house cool. If it is not stopping, it is going down. If it is going down, then it will not be so cool inside. Okay, it will not be very cool inside. So, according to that, the plain areas will have the flat roofs, and in hilly areas the roofs will be sloping roofs. In hilly areas the roofs will be sloping roofs. Then a good house. A good house has some doors and windows. A good house has some doors and windows. Doors and windows allow air and sunlight to come into the house. You can also make our house a good house. So, how a good house should be? Like easy. It is not enough like just four sides and building the house. No, is it enough? Only one door or no windows at all? It is not enough. How a good house will be? A good house should have doors and windows. Windows, why windows? Windows will allow the fresh air from the outside to inside. If there are no windows, no ventilation, no sunlight, then there will be suffocation inside. So a good house should have proper ventilation, doors and windows. It should allow the air and sunlight to come into the house. How we can make the house, our house, good house? Put your things at their proper places. It's not only building of the houses and constructing many doors and windows inside. But inside our house also, if we have to make the house as a good house, what you have to do? We should put our things in their proper places. Just throwing here and there will it look good if anybody comes, or even for you also, to whenever you are sitting in your drawing room, or whenever you are sleeping, if all your toys are on the bed, will you be able to sleep properly? Some or the other things will prick you here and there. You may get hurt also. So, if you keep your toys in your proper place, if you keep your books in your shelves, if you fold the clothes and keep it in your shelves, then your house will look good. And whenever you are sleeping, or you are sitting on a sofa, or sitting in your drawing room and watching TV, then it will look good, and you will also feel comfort. So you should, anytime we have to keep our things in a proper places. It will save your time. Why it will save our time? If we have a place for everything, and we'll keep everything in their proper places. If we need one book, if we need some particular dress, if we need some things, then we know that this thing is in this cupboard, this thing is in this shelf. Then we can directly go to that place and just pick the things. But if the things are thrown everywhere in the house, whatever the thing, if we need any one thing, will we be able to find that thing in a second? No. We have to search everything, the whole house you have to search. If we keep some particular things if we keep the things in some particular places, then whenever we need that thing, we will go to that particular place, take the thing, do our work on time. So it will save our time. So you should keep all your things in particular places, so that we will have a comfort, it will look good, and it will save our time also. Put your garbage into dustbin with a lid. Why without a lid, or in a dustbin, not in a dustbin? If we throw out the dust here and there, mosquitoes will come, houseflies will come, and there will be a lot of stingy smell from that, and it will be inside our house. The whole house will be filled with that stingy smell. So if we throw all the garbage in the dustbin along with the lid, there will be no mosquitoes, no insects, and there will not be smell in the houses. Grow plants around your house. Plants make the air clean. So why we have to grow the plants? Because plants give us oxygen, no? If we take the carbon dioxide from the air, it will give us fresh air. So we need not go outside for the fresh air. If we grow plants in our house itself, then we'll get the fresh air from our plants itself. So we need to grow the plants. So in this way we can make our good house good. Then special houses. As in the starting of the lesson, I have discussed you with the tent house, igloos, house on boats. So these are called as special houses. Some people live in special houses. Look at the houseboat. See, there is a house on the boat. It floats on water. We can see houseboats in Kerala on the Dal Lake, Srinagar. In Kerala, we can see the houseboats. It is on the boat. On the boat, they will construct the house with the sticks, bamboo sticks or something. So it will float on the water. Look at the caravan. See, caravan, it is on the vehicles. A caravan has wheels. Banjaras and gypsies live in caravans. Caravans, they don't have any permanent places, so they move from one place to another place. So they will arrange their houses in the vehicles which they are moving. So they will build like these caravans. They have wheels. They have houses in that particular vehicle itself. Look at the tent house. It is easy to make a tent and also fold and carry it anywhere. Soldiers and scouts live in tent. Soldiers who are moving from one place to another, they will arrange the bed. See, this is a tent. In that tent they will arrange, and whenever they don't want, they just pull up the whatever they have tied in the ground. They just pull up and fold the tent and carry it, and wherever they want, and there they can again make a tent house. Look at the igloo. See the igloo? See, it is made of snow and it looks like a ball which is upside down. It remains warm inside. The Eskimos in the cold regions live in igloos. So it is igloos. They construct igloos in the cold regions, and they will construct in such a way that then they will put their animal skin inside so that it will be warm from inside. So this is an igloo. Houseboat, caravan, tent and igloo. These are special houses. And people who build a house. So who will build a house? An architect makes the plan of a house. So first we need to, before construction of a building, what is the first thing that we need? We need a plan. We need a plan about how to build a house, how many stories, where is the kitchen, where is the bedroom, where is the washroom, where is the drawing room, how the water should go out, where should be the windows, where should be the doors. So there should be some person who should make a plan. So architects will make the plan first. Then a mason makes the walls of a house. So then after looking into the plan, a mason will make the walls of the house. They will construct the walls of the house with the bricks, cement, concrete, cement. A carpenter does the woodwork of a house. So the walls will be constructed with the bricks, cement. Then what about the doors? Doors will be of wooden, no? So a carpenter will make doors and windows, cupboards, everything will be of wooden. So a carpenter will do the woodwork for the house. Then is it enough like only the doors and windows and walls? No. We should have a way for the water, electricity should also be there. So a plumber fits the pipes and taps in a house. In a house, the plumber will be will arrange the pipes and taps for the flow of the water, and an electrician fixes the wire so that our tube lights, fans, TV, refrigerator, washing machine, all our electronic items, how they will run? They will put the sockets inside our house. They will arrange it. So an electrician we need for supplying of the electricity. Then after construction, what will be the color? See the walls of the color. So a painter will paint the walls, doors and windows so that it will look beautiful. Okay. So these are the people who we need to build a house. Who are they? Architect, mason, carpenter, electrician, plumber, painter. These are the people who we will need to complete our house. Okay. So this is about the different houses. Okay children, that's all for today. We'll meet in our next class. Have a good day.